Kim Ach, and the subject is buried at 132 Viola Drive.
Hello, my name is Kim Ach. I live at 132 Viola Drive. As I address council for the first time in 2009, I would like every council member to hear my message. If you are not here to represent your ward and citizens, please step off council. If you are only here to fill a position until something else comes along, please step off council. If you are always worried about how long a meeting is going to go on for, please step off council. If you want to take a nap during council meetings, please step off council. Your sleep is very important to me, but I don't want to pay for it. If you intend to be only a bobblehead and never vote against this administration, please step off council. As we have learned in this past year, we don't have much of a newspaper left, but we do have outside media sources that are very willing and very able to come in here and focus attention on our city. City Hall is a circus, and you as council are a sideshow. Several of you may face challenges in this coming election. Please be aware, I don't need to change the entire council. I only need to change a couple of seats, and one of them may be yours. My concern for the council tonight is I would respectfully request that full council ask for and demand the resignation of Christopher Cito from the Planning Commission. His recent behavior on several public online forums and his retaliation against a local business is uncalled for and needs to be addressed. He should no longer be allowed to represent the city of Elyria in any official capacity. The recent resignation of a Civil Service Commission board member and the recent resignation of the longtime secretary and the hiring of the mayor's secretary to fill that position is also another major concern. I would like to know what the pay scale will be for Mrs. Becky Stewart. I was under the impression that the first secretary was paid at a lower rate when she started in that position, and I'm now being told that Becky will start at the higher rate. I want to know why that there is preferential treatment. My ongoing concern with the Elyria Fire Department. I want the Elyria firefighters to know that I just don't like the demotions. I don't like the thought of them. These guys put their lives on the line for us. They have done everything that the city has requested for them to do in order to get the promotion. Because of your ineptitude, they are now facing demotions, which will cause financial difficulties possibly within their families. And I just don't think it's right because of your ineptitude, and I want it addressed. I hope that council considers the demotions in all departments then, and not just one targeted by this administration. Thank you.
Tresa Shea, 519 East Avenue. Subject is various items.
Tresa Shea, 519 East Avenue. Mr. President and Council, I need to know what is going to happen to Elyria. Are we going to go forward and economize in our city so that we can keep the guardians of our safety on force? Will our police and fire stay uninterrupted? Will a person such as myself be listened to? I come to council tonight to speak about concerns I have and other people have. When I was at the last community development meeting, I was shocked that the emergency funds for the CDBG funds were to be cut down to a smaller amount. The emergency funds are to help low incomes, seniors, and disabled in case they have an emergency need, such as a new roof or a hot water heater or furnace. What kind of city will we become if we cut these funds? It is more important to have the outside of some buildings inspected by the building department Is it more, I got nervous again, okay. Is it more important to have the outside of some buildings inspected by the building department while the inside of our rentals, in some cases, are substandard? I agree with my councilman that some of the building inspector funds, which in total are $131,000, be spent on fixing sidewalks in the target areas. I go further than that and say it is not okay to use that money for inspection when the funds are first of all to help the target area. We are all a part of Elyria, and if we are going to exclude one part of Elyria, then we will not succeed as a city. The deterioration of this city can only stop and go forward if the mayor, council, and building department, and all of us together, see that we need a different way of using the building department. That perhaps focusing on rental inspections and registrations, along with inspections of really terrible buildings in the target areas in all of Elyria, would be more effective. I am but one person who comes here to speak for many others. I don't want to live here anymore if you cut the police force. I can't deal with the criminals myself. I can't get trained as a marksman, and I'm not forceful enough to handle the problems we need the police for. I can't go out at 1 a.m. in the morning and confront alleged drug dealers. I can't put out fires or shovel streets. I can't do without certain things. I lived in various substandard rentals housing for nearly 6 years and felt that I didn't matter anymore. I became a very quiet person. Maybe I speak out a little too much now, but I want everyone to improve Elyria. Money can be made with rental registration fees and inspections and can help the quality of life and the economy. With good housing, good use of all funds, city and federal, we can improve and stabilize this city. The police and fire department can encircle and infiltrate this new Elyria and protect us. The building department can generate more of its own funds by taking an active interest in improving our low-income rental housing. The alternative to all of this is slums, slumlords, and lots of crime. Think about it. Thank you.